Moving back to the comprehensive plan, just briefly, question I didn't ask that I want to ask. Is there a private commitment, a private sector commitment to share in the comprehensive plan? Or is anybody, I know some of your contributors to finance the campaign are private sector people. Are some of these people ready, willing, and able to contribute dollars to, because I think the idea was, it was like you referred to earlier in our conversation, a partnership. You know, of course, if this passes, this is Canton government's partnership. How about the private sector?
There are no commitments, but I have little doubt that our private sector will step up. I think it's going to be on a project by project basis, as will our spending of this money. And so one project may lend itself, and the partnership comes into getting the private sector involved in assisting us with matching money in different areas and so forth. I would anticipate that some of this comprehensive plan money would be matching grants to somebody else or to a developer or to someone else to give them that little push that they need to do a project, and they put in 2 or 3 times what our contribution is. So I think it's going to be on a case-by-case basis, and I think that we're going to have to go to our businesses and to our foundations and so forth on a case-by-case basis and say, yes, here is the general overall, approach to everything, but what we will do by way of first, second, and third priorities maybe depends on exactly which one is developing or has the best chances of developing first, both in importance but also in actually happening. I would say as of today, again, and we have our neighborhoods and or areas that are defined in the comprehensive plan. I think that the work that Altman Hospital is doing right now in developing a campus plan and so forth, I think that is fairly along in its development and so forth. They have not come to us and asked us for money. Our planner works with them on that plan, and he is willing and able and does work with anybody on different ideas and so forth. He spreads himself, pretty well on any and all ideas. But I would say that perhaps the first area that will provide assistance, and it may be in the type of assistance that, if Altman Hospital in doing a campus plan needs to have streets restructured in some way, shape, or form, and or work of that nature and so forth, I would think that this is the kind of money that would, some of it would go to assist them in pushing forward that. So that may be the first priority. Market Square may be a priority into the future. It just depends on exactly where we are with other funding and other things. And if a newer developer were to come by and say, hey, I've got a great idea for, a new something here, or if a company were to come in and say, hey, we want to bring 250 jobs into Canton, by the way, but we need, sewer and infrastructure to a certain property and so forth. Those are the kinds of things that we would look at in that order. So those developer dollars count. Altman Hospital dollars would count. We would certainly ask the foundations to help, with regard to the more civic type of issues and so forth. So I think that the commitment is out there.